What's up, guys? Gordon Briley here with PhenoX Fitness and Nutrition, and today I want to go over the setup and utilization of the probably most people's favorite exercise, which is the T-bar row or chest supported row. At the same time, I'm just going to show how some of the accessories that you would want or need in order to do this specific movement. Those are the bench itself, because everything that I sell, I don't want people to be forced to buy a big package with stuff they're not going to want. So everything's kind of a la carte. You're going to be able to build the platform that you want and not be spending money on stuff that you have. Also, with everything being so multi-purpose, a lot of what you can utilize and buy is maybe part of the structure that you're looking for, but you can't really afford to do the other part of it until later, but it's still going to be useful. And I'll give this as an example. So this is the adjustable, like highly adjustable lat pull down or neutral grip bar, depending on which way. You can pop them off, you can extend them way out so you can have really wide grip, but this is actually the base piece. So if we're using the same base, this base piece is something that you can buy, and it's going to be the base of the structures essentially. So this is going to be used for several different things, and this goes on to the arm of the landmine, the square one, not the barbell. And how you set this up, we're kind of getting past, showing you accessories, but now how to set it up. You could set it this way, but I want you guys to learn from my experience and how to set it up the most effective way. So with the T-bar row, you want the maximal amount of range of motion. You don't want to hit this. So you want to set this high enough. Your torso length, your legs, whatever your height is going to determine the height that the crossbar is set. Once you got that, you're always going to know right where to put it. I'm 6'1", and I actually put it right about halfway, because as you can see, the bench actually raises up a good 6 inches above that. But like I said, once you get that figured out, you're good to go. But to get maximal range of motion, setting this in a very specific way with the circle up, that's actually going to give you more range of motion. So there will be a pin that comes with it. We're just going to bolt this on. One of the other accessories is the front load pin. So this transfers all the weight out to the front. You can load this on this way, or you can spin it this way. These won't have a pop pin. I might do that later, so I was just testing what I like better. So we have that portion. This is its own accessory, so you can get these for extension arms. And remember, they're on the same base platform as you use for the lat pull down, so you're getting multiple uses out of single items. And there's going to be all kinds of different handles to connect to this. But now this is creating an extension. We're going to put on the T-bar row, the 45-degree handles. And remember, these can flip in any direction that you want. And they can also telescope in and out. So whether you want to do just a supinated or pronated grip, neutral, if you want to go 45 degrees, if you want to spin these so they're actually outwards, so like so, that's all doable. And then you can also drop these down for a further range of motion. So it's unlimited, basically, setup opportunities based off this telescoping system that also becomes a lat pull down bar. I think you guys get that by now. You can set the width specifically for your torso width, stuff like that. So this was placed on the third hole, 1, 2, 3, just so I can give you guys kind of places where you're going to approximately set it up, because this is going to take up 2 holes. This is on the third. This is halfway up. This rack itself, you probably can't see the top, but if you extend it, if you pull the rack all the way out to its longest length, I never pull it out to less than 2 holes of the telescoping bar inside of it still. So I never just pull it to where it's almost out, only 1 hole left. I always leave minimum 2. So this is fully extended out in this upright version. So just so you have an idea, it's the second hole from the end. It's pinned in there. So that's how far away from the wall it is. And then this part telescopes too, in and out. And this is actually, they're pretty much all in that second hole. So they're all almost fully extended. So this telescopes in and out. I only have 2 holes. It's the same principle for me. Anything that's going to have any load, especially in front, I want to leave at least 2 holes inside of this receiver so it has plenty of room to create rigidity and strength still. So pretty much anything, I never go less than 2 holes from the end. For T-bar row specifically, I will keep this near the bottom. You're going to be able to adjust that because it is a slightly different feel. But when you're trying to have maximal amount of range of motion, this angle, you're going to want to keep this low for this specific movement. With a belted squat, you're going to have it up here, level. With chest presses and stuff like this, it's going to be even higher and even on a down slope. So that's all stuff we're going to go over as we go through different ranges or different exercise types. But again, I just want to kind of give you some idea of where I set it up. So you're not trying to discover this all on your own. You're already coming into it with some ideas. So now, just load the plate. If you have the round clasp, they'll clasp on the end if you want. These are all tightened down. The seat, you can move it anywhere you want. Once you kind of have applied weight to it, it's going to stay right where it's at. So for me, now I have a nice range of motion because I'm not hitting the bar at the bottom. If these are going to hit the seat, sometimes it's just a matter of extending out. Now I have a little more room. Just adjust my seat. Now start loading the weight up. This seat has a lot of rotation. What I wanted to show you is you can, this here, so whether you put it in facing this way or you put it in this way from the inside, for me, I always want to make sure that this part on a T-bar row is up. Because if I took this and flipped it over, this part would be hanging down here, and that would hit this bar sooner, and it might restrict your range of motion. So I always want to make sure for this specific movement that I have this part up here facing upwards. And that's important as far as getting that full range of motion. And having the circle on this handle up is going to give that maximal amount of range of motion too. So as far as this goes, this exercise, it's pretty simple if you just kind of follow some of these basic principles, and then where I have it set up, and then start adjusting it for your specific body and your specific needs. So again, I hope this helps, and I hope you guys are enjoying your Evo ID system. Thanks for watching.